Welcome back to another edition of The Week in Metal. This is week 7 for February 11th through February 17th. This week, I checked out 29 things, and I'm going to talk about 7. 7 things rose to the top. Maybe 6. 6 things rose to the top, but I'm going to talk about 7. Put it that way. First up is Dark Seducer, Divinidad Mortal. This is a 4-piece Blackened thrash metal band from Chile. And the best way to describe how they sound is they sound like a Blackened thrash metal band from South America. It's great. If you like that style, this is good stuff. I believe it's their debut. But yeah, it's really good. Really good. Next up, the debut self-titled release from Minstrel Vampires. This is death metal, 2-piece, featuring Xasther on bass, drums, and vocals. I think you pronounce it Xasther, right? Never listened to Xasther, the band, the one-man band, because it was depressive black metal, right? I can't listen to depressive black metal. Doesn't agree with me. So yeah, I never checked them out, but yeah, now he's playing some death metal. The vocals, very low, completely inaudible, vocals. Could be off-putting to some. Yeah, once you get used to the vocals, musically it's really good. Really heavy underground death metal, which I love, right? So yeah, Minstrel Vampires, self-titled. Next up is Dysmorphobic. Dysmorphobic. Finis Hominum, I guess. It's a one-man project from Germany. Almost passed on this based on the logo, right? You ever look at a logo and try to imagine what the band sounds like? I looked at that logo and I imagined something I didn't like, right? But I checked them out and they're good. They're death metal / grindcore. The logo reminds me of brutal death metal, right? I love death metal. I don't like brutal death metal, right? There's a big difference. And this it's like the same artist draws every logo, for every brutal death metal band it looks like, I kid, but it looks like that sometimes, like all the logos are so similar and they look like that. So yeah, but it's good. It's good stuff. Except for the vocals, very low, almost gurgling, very gore grind-esque vocals. I liked it. Most of you probably wouldn't unless you like gore grind, just gurgling, gurgling vocals. 19 tracks, like 44 minutes, a couple minutes a song, It's good stuff. Musically, it's great, right? And I dug the vocals, that may vary with some of you. Next up is, and I forgot again to tell you the ratings. I didn't write down ratings for everything this week. So, yeah, listen to them and give them your own rating. Next up, I did give a rating. Chasmdweller, Blood Vortex. Gave this a 4.5 out of 5. This is officially the first thing that I gave higher than a 4 this year. So, Chasmdweller, they're great. I've talked about them before. They're death metal, 2-piece from Canada? Yeah, Toronto. This is their fourth. This is their 4th full length. And yeah, this is great. This is highly recommended. Chasmdweller. Need to own this. I need to own it. You need to own it. Next up, Siege of Power. This is tomorrow. Only gave this a 3.5. Okay. Death / thrash. It's death thrash. Thrashy with some death metal riffs. basically. It's really heavy thrash. I'm looking at the picture on Bandcamp, and I'm like, hey, that dude looks like Chris Reifert, you know. Turns out it is Chris Reifert, another Chris Reifert side project. He does vocals. Vocals are fine, right? Didn't have a problem with the vocals. Didn't love this. Starts off great. First track is great. And then some of the tracks, I just had to kind of skip them, you know. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I skipped over some of the stuff. If Chris Reifert wasn't in this, I probably wouldn't even be talking about it. But he's got a lot of fans, deservedly so. So yeah, you know, Siege of Power, this is tomorrow. I didn't love it, but it's decent. Next up is another 4.5 out of 5. Both of these 4.5s could go up to a 5 with repeated listenings. For now, 4.5. This one is Hellripper, Warlocks Grim and Withered Hags. This is, of course, you know, Blackened speed metal from Scotland. I'm sure you know them. Their last album I have on vinyl. I showed that in a collection update. Everybody knows Hellripper. This is awesome. You know, listen, one of the singles they released, I listened to it and I was like, you know, that's all right. But no, the album is great. I listened to it all the way through today, and I loved it. So yeah, this is a must-own, you know, Hellripper. Last up is Dead Soul Alliance, Spiraling to Lunacy. This is death metal. It's a 2-piece from Ottawa. That's all I wrote down. And I listened to so much stuff today I can't remember. You know, I put down 4 out of 5. So you're just going to have to take my word for this one. They're death metal and they're good. I liked them enough to write them down. I just don't remember, you know, anything about what they sounded like. So yeah, rough week. You know, a lot of stuff to check out. But like I said, some of this stuff, you listen to something, you get a couple songs in, and you're like, I'm ready to listen to something else. That doesn't get wrote down. That goes on my blog, and I move on to something else. So yeah, I haven't been doing picks of the week last few videos. I keep forgetting, you know, but this week, what do you say? It's like, you know, Hellripper and Chasmdweller, you know, 4 out of 5. I think I'm going to use Chasmdweller for my thumbnail, you know, because I love Chasmdweller. I love death metal, right? So yeah. Well, I want to drag things on, but you know, I'm gonna not do that. Collection updates. I've got a record that I've had on pre-order for a few months has been shipped. So as soon as I get that record, I'm going to do a collection update. So that should be, you know, during the week. So that's it for the week in metal for week 7. See you next week for week 8. See ya. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you.